this thing? Are we good? Yes, we are. Is the melanin on and activated? Yes, it is. I can't even get my thoughts together because this reunion part 1 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was thoroughly entertained. Part 1 of this reunion has been better than the whole season. Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. Hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on my social media at MissTP90 and opt in into the peace, love, and all that good stuff. Email list, honey. But baby, we're just gonna jump right in. I was gonna do a little lip sync situation, but child, I don't even need to do that because I'm ready to talk about this. This reunion part 1 was everything that I needed and then some. The shade. Ooh, the shade award of the evening. I'm gonna give it to Miss Kenya Moore. She was ready, honey. She was like, you gonna put me on the end of this couch, but I'm gonna give y'all everything you looking for. Everybody was thoroughly greased and accounted for. The edges were laying down. Everybody looked nice, like they were about to go to somebody's governor's ball. They were ready, Freddie. I feel like I'm doing yearbook. Best hair. I have to give it to Kandi's little ponytail pebbles situation. It was sleek. Them edges was sleek. I'm have my eyes closed because I'm looking down the couch. Kenya, the yellow, it was cute. It did great with her complexion. Cynthia, fitted one. She was given her little Selena little curl ringlet. She was given that Porsha with her crown. I was like, girl, she looked hot to me, literally hot. Nene, Kandi, I can't remember what she had on. Shereé, the whole frock situation, she looked hot to me too. Marlo, the Purple Panther. I have to just hit on all the shade that happened in this episode. When Andy kicked it off and told Shereé, are we gonna have a phone call from Tyrone? I hollered because I literally was sitting there like, if Tyrone makes a guest appearance, I am done. When Andy called Nene El Deleeks. I was deceased and then cremated and then my ashes were just spread around, honey. I was not ready for that. We just started off. They just jump in, honey. They are nothing like VH1. You know how VH1, we don't hear nothing till like part 3? No, Bravo goes right in. It's Kenya Moore. She gonna be twirling with some little babies. She didn't really give like a full yes, I'm pregnant, but she did hint around that, you know, a little daily will be coming daily the end of the year. I said, okay, girl, you better, you better. Kenny was like, oh my God, I can't wait. Everybody was like, okay. This is the 10-year special reunion. So of course Bravo had to be messy as hell and take it back and show all the ladies throughout the years. I said, no, this is gonna be messy as hell. Whoa! The way everybody has changed. Money changes things. This show has changed these ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. People got new noses, people got new faces, new bodies, new weaves. Like, oh my God. The I've Changed Big Sean Award, I'm gonna give that to Miss Nene Leakes because baby, I didn't even recognize her throughout the whole. I said, whoa, oh my God. I hated Andy through this reunion. He was like, Shereé, what happened to She by Shereé? She was like, joggers. Kandi was like, he asked you what happened to She by Shereé. She was like, I'm answering the question. I said joggers or like lifestyle. Kandi was like, why is my head getting chewed out? Kandi was like, so when is it coming out? My first thought was when Tyrone gets out. But she said September. Spring, summer, September, October, November, December. Those are the last few months of the year. So yeah. Everybody was like, what the hell is she having a breakdown? What the Shereé could never answer no question. No wonder she's the bone collector because she could never answer her own questions. Nene said that Kim was wearing Party City wigs in the beginning. Kim did. I wish they would have done a Kim over the years. But Kim, when she first got on Real Housewives, those were some silky ass wigs. But all of them had silky ass wigs. Every single one of them. We're going to start with Kandi. We're going to kick it off with her. Kandi got emotional because they had to talk about the big ass elephant in the room. Shit, it was a piranha in that room. Just like, Kandi was like, what Porsha did to me last year could have killed my career, could have killed my brand. So I'm winning. So I can just keep moving forward. I'm winning. And everybody was like, yes, you are, baby. Yeah. Porsha was like, well, that's why I apologized twice and I gave you time. I just sat back. Kandi then said that Porsha's apology wasn't genuine. Porsha was like, look, I don't know what else to do. And I personally agreed, like, what are you apologizing for? That can make your apology more genuine. I hate when people apologize and they go, whatever I did to hurt you, if that's how you feel. I hate when people say that, because you're really just glazing over the issue, and that's not helping nothing. You just pacifying something. You're acknowledging it. You're not just glazing over it. Whatever I did to hurt you. What? Porsha then said, look, I'm not apologizing no more. And at the same time, you cannot force people to do what you want them to do. That's just not going to work either. So that's another thing with these ladies. They want people to apologize a certain way. Then they want you to look at them a certain way. Oh my God. Then Kandi was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm like, no, that's how we got here in the first place. Porsha called her a victim. I was sitting here like, Porsha, shit. Oh my God. This is why you really not getting nowhere with these ladies, because you're not understanding the severity of what you did. You can never downplay somebody's hurt. You can't be like, I don't know why you still hurt about that. I don't know why. Oh my God, let's move forward. You cannot dictate somebody's pace. Child, the world ain't gonna fall and crack open if Kandi and Porsha are not besties. Shoot, they weren't even besties before then, I don't think. I told y'all, if Kandi's mama was brought up, she would be ready to put them paws on you. I told you that. She shut Andy right now. Let's not talk about my mama. Child, Mama Joy's been talking about Tide since the beginning of their relationship. So, I mean, child, let's not even talk about that. I mean, that's a never-ending story. Oh, Marlo came out. Everybody looking all dewy. It looked like somebody came out in between breaks and was just spraying like, we want you to look very dewy. Put your neck up. It was a Marlo versus Kenya. My God. Oh, Kenya gets the Shade Award for the evening. That tongue was slick and ready to go. She said Marlo looked like John Amos in a wig. Oh my God. You know what? Marlo cuts below the belt, and everybody knows this. So as far as her and Kenya ever getting to a happy medium, I don't see it, because both of them cut below the belt, and it's just like they one up each other every single time. And there's never gonna be like a happy, we are a family like a giant tree. It ain't never gonna be like that. Okay, all of a sudden, Kenya starts talking about this John dude. I was like, who the hell is John? John was the dude Nene was dating during her divorce. Come to find out, whenever she went back to Greg, Marlo started pimping John. I said, shit. Marlo was like, and Nene, what is $20,000 to me? But he ended up paying your bill. So I'm sitting here like, apparently you wanted him to do it and you needed him to do it. So Marlo, Kenya said Marlo is the only woman she knows with a square reader betwixt her legs. Oh God. Marlo was like, and Shereé, you and Nene have a bond. Kenya said it's a bond, not a bud. I know I had to pause and laugh for a good 5 minutes straight. Like, I could not get my life together to say a bud. Looking at Kenya like, shut up, Webster. Fun police. Oh, Hercules. We started talking about Kenya and her marriage. Everybody's eye roll. Kenya's met Mark's parents over the phone. Oh, no. Everybody was like, what? She was like, well, they're in a different state. And when we got married, I believe they were on a cruise. I was like, that don't make no damn sense. This was the $1 million question. Why didn't you tell your bestie Cynthia that she was getting married? She was like, I'm going to tell you guys, it's simple and Cynthia's not going to like it, but Cynthia cannot hold water. Like, oh my God, Cynthia was pissed, honey. She was like, wait, I would not have told. And everybody was like, ooh, that's a testament to y'all's friendship. And Kenya was like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, it is. Like, literally, if you homies with somebody and they got like a secret or whatever, and they tell you, you hold that secret or whatever, because you know that's your homie and your homie ain't gonna tell. But if you don't tell your homie, like, I'm getting married, like, and that's your bestie, like, what kind of bestie is that? I do. Okay. It was Marlo versus Kenya yet again. Because Kenya was saying how, you know, everything lately with her has been an attack on X, Y, and Z. Be it her brand or her skin. And Marlo was like, you are having problems with that. And Kenya was like, hell up, struggle face. I died. I was cremated again. And he was like, was Mark threatening a divorce when you had your blow up, throwing your middle fingers up in the camera and everything? What was going on? King was like, no, he wasn't, aka she didn't want to lose her new husband, so she did whatever she had to do just to keep him at bay. And he was like, well, Mark clearly doesn't like the show, and he said it's a poor representation of black women. King was like, no, I mean, if the bloggers have said this, and he was like, no, Mark said this to my colleagues, bitch. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear an echo, child. You see that tumbleweed? It was gonna cut up all their dresses, honey. That's how quiet it got up in there. I was like, ooh, I hate Andy. Andy was like, so what did Mark say about your past on this show? Because you have one, sweetie. He doesn't watch the show. I was like, oh, okay, King, girl. Oh my God, Cynthia was like, I don't know why you all think that I can be controlled. Andy was like, honey, it's reoccurring on the show. Like every single season, you're with under somebody's ass. And technically, Cynthia tried to have some balls in the last couple of seasons. Have the balls stuck? Did they drop? Not yet. They're more plastic than real. But I will say, Cynthia is trying to hold her own. But at the same time, Cynthia, you can tell she just loyal. She ride hard for her friends, and that's admirable. It really is. And Cynthia, she just go hard. And at the same time, she's controlled. But you know, yeah. What is the difference between a nose ring and a piercing? I know a piercing can be on various parts of the body, but it's still considered the same thing. Your man got a nose ring. I would rather my man have a piercing than handcuffs. That is true. That, yes. I can't. Kenya was out for blood. And he was like, who's the next cast member to be married? Shereé was like, me, oh my God, me. Kenya was like, in prison though? Oh my God, do we have to hit on this? I'm sorry. Kandi versus Porsha again. Like, do we have to talk about it? Oh my God, we are beating a dead zebra. Somebody had asked, how was it so easy to move on with Nene and not Kandi? And Porsha was like, well, Nene held the door open for me so I could go on in there and figure it out with him. Whereas Kandi, she done locked that shit. Like, there isn't even a key to get in there. She didn't mention this, but Porsha took it even further with Candy Cane. I believe with Nene, it was just saying, bitch, you boom, chicka pop. But with Kandi, it was some allegations, honey. It was a you did this and you were gonna do this and blah, I heard and blah, 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 and you did this and you were tired, and honey, it wasn't just no, and it was a little bit further than that. So yeah, I know one of that door is shut, honey, child. There's bolts over there. Shereé and Porsha, that made me want to literally, I was sitting there like, ooh, that actually feels good. Shereé, girl, you the bone collector. Anything you say to Shereé can and will be used against you anywhere. I would tell somebody too, you know, be careful what you tell her though, because, you know, she might run with it. Tell somebody else. Don't tell her all your business. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. I'm just saying. I guess Shereé is seeing it like, hey, I had your back through all of this with all these ladies, bro, and you just stabbed me, bro. And now Shereé wants a meaningful apology too. A meaningful one. And I'm sitting here like, okay, sorry, I don't know what else to say. Shereé was then like, I'm loyal to who's loyal to me. Cynthia was like, child, we know who you loyal to, Kim. Child, I was like, Cynthia, yes. And call a thing a thing. Shereé, you do not call Kim out. You just don't. You don't call her out. You don't say what you need to say to her. And if you do, it's in your confessional. Doesn't count. Shereé was like, I'm a bone collector so that I can hold these ladies accountable. I was like, that don't make no damn sense. No, nobody is loyal to me. Nene had a word. She was like, well, you don't give nobody an opportunity to be loyal to you. I was like, yeah. Shereé said, I was always loyal to you, Nene. You remember when you were not on and I was on? I would buy you Happy Meals. I would get you into games, honey. I would get you into the club, girl. I would even give you my Bath and Body Works free trial. I did that. Nene was like, girl, okay, but girl, we talking about this season, how it was supposed to be a clean slate. We were wiping our hands with everything. You and Kim and me. We were all just gonna be fresh, tight like glue, brand new. Shereé still didn't answer the question about Kim, but Kim is gonna be on there on part number 2. And child, this is gonna be messy as hell. Woo! Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this reunion, baby? Can we just say messy? Holla, holla, holla. Let me get into some comments of last week's episode. Remember last week I asked you, what are your top 3 to 5 favorite black movies? So let's go on and get into it. Thank y'all so much for commenting. Sunshine Love says 3 favorite movies: Friday, Coming to America, and Higher Learning or ATL. Yes, those are classics. Coming to America is on. It's always going to be on my top. ATL is good. I got some cutting tonight. Tamika Raven says The Color Purple, Two Can Play That Game, and A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. You know what? Color Purple is always going to be on the list of movies to watch, but I can't watch that except for during like the holidays for some reason. I just can't randomly watch The Color Purple. I just can't. Loria Pete says, first day on your channel, really enjoyed the read. Thank you, girl. Thank you. She said New Jack City, The Best Man, and Two Can Play That Game. Yeah. Ooh, and The Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you on it. Tasha Taj says Juice. Yes, Juice is it. Paula Evans says Color Purple, Set It Off, and Friday. Yes, Set It Off is everything. I'd have still told Blair where I was though. At the end, I'm just saying. Jen says Friday, Two Can Play That Game, and Boys in the Hood. Ricky! Ooh, a lot of y'all said Paid in Full. That's my shit. Michael 1990 said The Best Man, Don't Be a Menace, and Harlem Nights. Yes! Those are classics. Get your comments in down below because I will be doing shout outs on Reunion Part number 2. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.